How's it going? How's your lockdown getting on? I hope you're well. I hope you're taking this time to raise your vibrational frequency. Hope you're taking this time to stay positive. Seeing as we're going through a situation that is beyond our control. So spending this time in a negative way, worrying, freaking out about things you can't control, is not going to be a very good thing for you. I live in Spain, and as we know, Spain is one of the worst hit countries in the world. So I sometimes find myself worrying about what's going to happen. You can't help but worry about your health or your financial situation. I've been out of a job now, unemployed now for quite a while, struggling to find a job. So what do? Do I sit around worrying, or do I try and find ways to stay positive? Well, obviously, I'm going to try and find ways to stay positive. One of the main ways I stay positive is to spend time in nature. I am fortunate to live opposite orange groves, orange trees, as far as the eye can see, because I live in the eastern part of Spain, near the city of Valencia, and we grow oranges here. And as you can see, I'm surrounded by orange trees. And at the moment, as it's April, the orange blossom is coming out. See if you can see it behind me here, the orange blossom, as you can see. And the smell is absolutely beautiful. So I'm very fortunate that I have access to this beautiful place. As you can see, it's just orange tree after orange tree after orange tree. You can see the oranges there on the floor. And these are the oranges that fell and haven't been picked. So it's a wonderful place to spend time, to pass the time during this pandemic, so that I'm not focusing too much on the negative aspects of things. So obviously not everybody's going to have access to orange trees and orange groves. So wherever you are, if you have access to nature, get out of your house without the police seeing you, because people are getting fined. If they're found out in the streets, they're being fined. It's absolutely incredible. We're living in very, very strange times. So if you're able to, get out of the house, go for a hike, go for a trek, up in the mountains, in the woods, in the trees. Take your shoes off, take your socks off, stand on the grass, on the ground, and just spend a few minutes grounding yourself, grounding your energy field with that of the earth. There is a lot of research, scientific research, that you can look up, that shows the power of grounding your energy field with the earth. But it has to be direct contact with your bare feet. So if you can do that, then I thoroughly recommend it. I do it quite often, and it really helps me stay in a positive frame of mind. The sound of the bees, you can hear it. The sound of the birds chirping. It is one of the most wonderful experiences known to man, to spend time outside in the great outdoors. Focusing your attention on the present moment. This is a wonderful time to really raise your vibrational frequency, because what's the option? What's the other choice? To stay negative, to worry, to freak out? Well, if you do that, bear in mind, it's not good for your immune system. Okay? So come on, wake up, get yourself out there if you can, and go into nature, do some trekking, do some hiking, and I promise you, you will feel absolutely wonderful. What's another thing you can do if you don't have access to nature? If you live in a major city and the police are patrolling the streets and you don't want to get fined, if you've got access to the internet, which most people do, then you're fortunate. You're lucky. Be grateful. You have access to the internet. And there are so many websites, channels, YouTube channels that you can watch or listen to that can raise your vibrational frequency. One thing that I do is listen to uplifting music, meditation music, nature sounds, ocean waves, mountain streams, the sounds of birds chirping, forest sounds. There's music that vibrates at a certain frequency, binaural beats, 432 hertz. Go into the internet if you're feeling down, if you're worried. Put your headphones on, find a quiet moment where you're not going to be disturbed, and listen to some beautiful music. It really helps. I promise you, it will help you. So if you're at home, worrying about the future, freaking out, not knowing what to do, listen to some beautiful, positive, uplifting music. There's a website called consciouslifenews.com. Conscious Life News. It's a brilliant website. There's so much information, positive information about meditation, about how to raise your vibrational frequency. So you can check it out, and I promise you it will lift your vibrational frequency. It will lift your spirits. It will make you feel good. It will make you feel happy. And that's what is needed at the moment. Happiness. Another thing you can do that will help, but that will help you feel better, happier, is stop listening to the news. Now, let me admit, I do sometimes check out the news just to see what's happening, but I do it very, very rarely, sporadically, maybe a couple of minutes a day, and then I turn it off. I turn it off because 9 times out of 10, the news is garbage. It really is garbage. Utter garbage. So don't fill your head up with negative rubbish. Turn it off and focus on positive energy, uplifting positive energy. And there's so many YouTube channels that can help you with this. Because we're living in very strange times, it's very easy to focus on the negative aspects. And watching the news would be a negative aspect. So try and stay away from that. What an opportunity we have right now on planet Earth to raise our frequency, to raise our separate individual vibrational frequency to a much higher frequency. And another way you can do that is by reading uplifting books. There are so many different books out there, anything from Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza, to name but a few. There's fantastic writers out there, researchers, scientists, Greg Braden, some very good researchers that can cheer you up, you know, they can really cheer you up. So ladies and gentlemen, there are some recommendations for you to stay positive during this very strange time we're living in. And it's a wonderful time because practically the whole planet is in the same boat. I know a lot of people out there are wealthier than others, so they're in their mansions, in their swimming pools. I don't have a mansion or a swimming pool, I just have a normal house, but I'm fortunate enough to live in nature. So get out of there, start looking at positive things you can do in your life. Meditation, yoga, listening to uplifting music, reading uplifting books. If you have the internet, then you have just an unlimited amount of information that you can check out. So keep your spirits up. Let's wake up. Let's raise a vibration. Let's focus on the positive aspects of life. And as time goes by and as more people wake up, things will start to change in a positive way. I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, how can anything positive come out of this? But I promise you, I assure you, positive things always come out of some of the hardest times. So let's do this together. Let's create paradise on earth. And I wish you all the very best. And let's stick together. Peace and love to you all.